What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and I'm back in a motherfucking building. This time, honey, I am back with a recap of Real Housewives of Potomac. This is the reunion part 1. Let's get off into it, honey. Okay, so first let's get with the looks. The person that looked the best to me is Giselle. What is that? A cat suit or whatever. She looked good. That is the best I have ever seen Giselle, especially at a reunion. The second best dress is Karen. Karen was looking good with her dress. I like how it's designed. She's able to show some leg. I love the shoes, the hair. Those two were like my favorite. Candace, not a fan of the poofy, but it's Candace. She's young. She's fun. Candace is my motherfucking girl, y'all. I really enjoyed her on this reunion. Robin, I would say, is third. Yeah, Robin is third. We'll do Candace fourth, even though I don't like the poofy thing. Candace will be fourth. And then Monique and that raggedy ass Ashley. Ashley, what the fuck was up with your damn hair? What the fuck was that? All that money Michael got and you came there looking a fool. You was be better off putting that raggedy ass wig you had on. Oh my God. I didn't like her look. I didn't like the hair. And Monique, to me, just looked like she's going to a 4th of July party. Just nothing special. She looked like she's lost some of that baby weight. And she looks good to be to had that baby. That baby is beautiful. Her and Chris, they make some beautiful kids. I got to give you that, Monique. So the reunion pretty much kicks off with Karen talking about she's back in Potomac. Karen, what you done did? Why you up out of Great Falls? Great Falls is beautiful. Your house there is beautiful. You should just stay there. But I guess she had to prove, honey, she is the motherfucking grand dame. So you do what you gotta do, Karen. Next, they get started with Giselle and her journey through the season, having to put up with Sherman's emotionally unavailable ass. They talked about the fact that she's in therapy and still has not fucking changed. And I think I have to agree with what Karen said about Giselle. She said, Giselle, you will never change until you make a conscious decision to change. Because Giselle likes to laugh everything off to get out of accountability. I noticed that with her. So she full of shit and she ain't gonna change. Next, they talk about her dating life. She is back dating. I already had told y'all her ex-husband, Jamal Bryant. Good for them. It looked like they're both big attention whores, you know, in good ways and in bad ways, because you can be both, you know. I think he does really good work from what I hear, with his church and, you know, just trying to help the youth. And, you know, he does do a lot for the community. So I commend him on that. I just hope Giselle does not get back with him and he begins doing all that cheating on her again. Because she is a hell of a woman to forgive him, you know, after all the shit that he's put her through with all the other women. I think he had a few babies on her. I mean, that's a lot of shit. But Giselle talked about how, you know, he's the only man that really understands her. And even Karen was like, well, I think it actually, if it's going to work with anybody, it'll work with him because he understands you the most. So they agreed on that. Andy asked Giselle, when is the last time she talked to Sherman? She said she just recently saw Sherman at the gym. They didn't speak. Then Andy talked about why Sherman didn't want to go to Candace's wedding. And Giselle began bringing up the fact that he didn't want to have a conversation with Monique, spreading all those rumors about him. Well, shit, is the shit true? Shit, because she just talking about what the fuck she heard. So Monique jumped in there and told Giselle, hey, don't make it about me. You know, I'm not the reason why he didn't come. Well, I didn't blame you, Monique. Giselle, I didn't blame you. Might as well. Shit. You brought her name up. Well, because of what, Monique? That man didn't want to be bothered with your ass no more, okay? His secrets was out there. His lies. All the shit he's capable of doing. That man was one big, ugly ass red flag. Okay, that's what he was. Okay? What about when they played that part with Karen? She was going off about Sherman and how, you know, she had heard that Sherman was cheating on Giselle. Because somebody from Saks had called her and, you know, told her that. And she was like, no, they're working on it. And I guess the person was like, no, I just saw him with somebody. Honey, that was fucking crazy. That motherfucking Karen bitch was getting Giselle's ass together. Giselle was hot than a motherfucker. And she was, I'm not upset, Karen. I'm not upset by what he was doing. And you was bothered, bitch. You was bothered. So Andy asked Karen a very good question. He asked her about her La Dame party and why did she thank Giselle? Y'all remember she thanked Giselle after, you know, she had introduced her perfume. And Karen got to saying, well, I would like to believe, you know, there's a friend inside of her that really cares about my progress with my business. Karen, ain't no friend inside that bitch. That bitch ain't even her own friend. Okay, so she'll never be your friend. She's jealous of you. Giselle is very competitive with Karen. She's always trying to shade and put down anything that Karen is doing. Karen could be just wearing a wig. Giselle will find a way to shade her, put her down. She's one of those type of people. Very jealous, very competitive. And Giselle, let me tell you like this. You back dating that damn pastor, you better get your shit together with that fucking therapist, okay? Because, bitch, ain't nobody gonna take you serious as a first lady. Nobody's gonna take your ass serious with all the instigating and gaslighting that you do. So you need to change, boo-boo. So they get the questioning Karen about why she was on Instagram Live in New Orleans and how does that correlate with her grieving? And I love when Karen got Robin's ass together. She was like, well, hell, I could ask you why you love wine. And I know Karen wanted to say, bitch, after all the shit he done put you through, that stupid ass Robin, she ain't have a comeback for that. I was like, Robin, you need to shut your ass up. Y'all need to let this woman grieve the way she wants to grieve. Well, nobody would have believed you was really grieving because you on Instagram. People still live their lives, you guys. You can have money problems, be grieving, break up with somebody, get cheated on. You will still find yourself on damn social media in some type of way. So it's not hard to believe she could be grieving. They had just spent a good portion of the day with Giselle's father and learning so much history. So she probably wanted to get on Instagram Live, connect with the fans and, you know, because she had an emotional experience while, you know, being with Giselle's father, learning, you know, all of our history and stuff. So, I mean, come on. So, we got this segment with Candace's mom. You all know how I feel about Candace's mom. The bitch is a narcissist. Andy was wasting his complete time asking her any questions. Because, honey, ain't no narcissist go admit that they are a part of the motherfucking problem. They're not going to admit that. They're not going to try to resolve any conflict. They're not going to admit that they did anything wrong. If you notice, she blames Candace for pretty much everything. She didn't even admit to hitting that girl with that purse, you know. So I already know, you guys, from dealing with a narcissistic mother, how they operate. They will do shit and just, they are not going to admit to anything. So I thought all of that was a fucking complete waste. Candace, her motherfucking ass, they played her going off with that fucking knife. I was like, bitch, yes. She was reading the fuck out of Ashley that night on that clip. That shit was funny. They also show how Candace's relationship with her mom began to affect her relationships with the ladies, you know, getting into it with Ashley and Monique, getting into it with Chris, you know. So I love that one part where Karen said, I don't want to see Candace alone, dusty, unmarried, divorced like Giselle's. That shit was funny as hell. Oh, and this bitch, she didn't even admit to the fact that she didn't want Candace's brother at the fucking wedding. Oh, he could have been there. I just didn't want to know about it. Bitch, you would have had a fit. Your controlling ass, you was paying for that wedding, bitch. You would have never forgave Candace if she wouldn't have told you that boy was there. You are a damn lie. And then I'm remarried now and I don't care. If you don't care, you wouldn't have had such an emotional reaction. And I love how Andy was calling her ass out on it. Because he was just like, you still feel kind of bothered to me. You still bothered about, you know, that being her brother. Well, that was just a lot of pain for me. Girl. Let me tell you something. At my baby shower, I had my mom and my brother and sister's mother was there, and my other brother and sister's mother was there. And all three of them ladies never got along. And they was all there to support me, okay? So that goes to show you that motherfuckers can put some shit to the side, can put some differences to the side in that name of me, you know, having my daughter, you know, because it was a baby shower. You could have put your differences to the side for your daughter. But since you are such a selfish, manipulative, narcissistic ass bitch, you know, you're not going to do that. She was gaslighting Candace all on that stage. Oh, well, Candace tends to, and I know because I heard this from my own mother, you tend to exaggerate things. You know, what did she tell Candace? Your mind sees things from a certain view. You know, see, she's questioning that girl's reality, trying to make it look like she's crazy. She's the one with the problem. You know, the bitch loves to be there because this is a reality show and, you know, she can get some attention off of this show. You know, that is why Candace's mom is around. It's not to really have a loving, genuine, authentic relationship with her. She admitted she liked them damn cameras. She's serving what? Mama Joyce. You could see the unhealthy dynamics in the Candy and Mama Joyce relationship. You also see it on a really disturbing level. Because at least with Candy and her mother, Candy is independent. She don't really need, you know, her mother's money financially. Candy got her own and is supporting her mother. So it's completely different. But you see how Dorothy controls Candace with her pocketbook. And a lot of mothers, they use money because they know you need money. You know, they created you. They know, and Candace, don't you dare have no baby no time soon. You better get that bitch out your life before you have any kids with Chris. Because that'll be another layer where she knows, you know, you need her to babysit or, you know, do some things for, you know, your grandchild or whatever. She gonna misuse that whole situation. She will. That's what narcissists do. They like little situations in life where you're vulnerable and you need people. Like I said, that mother denied hitting that girl with that purse. She said Candace walked into that purse. It wasn't a big deal. They play everything down. I was like, get this bitch off this stage. Giselle mentioned that Candace's mom had told her that she was going to pay for, their new $2 million house. The mother denied it. She said she would pay for something under $1 million, but that's not true. Girl, bye. So Candace mentions that she's paying, the full mortgage on her and Chris's home, hell, with her mother. Her mother is still attached to the goddamn situation. So as soon as Candace says that, here come this bitch. If you want to say so. And everybody's like, oh, well, Candace, that ain't what you just said. You said, you paying the full mortgage. And then the mother, well, yeah, she is, but... Girl, get away from your fucking mother. So the next thing I noticed, honey, with my good eyes, is Candace and Ashley getting into it. Candace read that bitch up and down and dragged that bitch. I said, drag that raggedy ass bitch. Candace told that bitch, you ain't nothing but Michael's little trophy black wife. You sitting up here having this relationship with this 70-year-old man, his old ass, read her motherfucking ass, told that bitch she ain't have no career, honey, all while her mother, honey, is sitting next to her, and Ashley and shit gasping for fucking air, and, well, you're the least accomplished on this stage. I said, no, Ashley, actually, that would be you and your scamming ass mammy. That would be y'all. And Candace called her ass out for that. She said, I am a part of my mother's legacy. Bitch, what are you a part of? Your mother ain't got no damn legacy. All you do is cling to Michael's coins. That's all you do. And that's all that bitch has did. Robin, shut your broke ass up. I hate when the brokest motherfuckers be laughing about shit. Because Candace and her mother had brought up Chris's family and how his family is kind of well-to-do. They do have some money. I wonder why we don't really hear about it. But I guess they own some type of furniture company or whatever. And Robin, well, Bassett's, bitch, shut up. Candace was like, no. I'm like, girl, bye. You turn that weak ass prophet. That remind me of Aisha from Poetic Justice. Brushing that weak ass fade. Niggas dick can't stand longer than 5 minutes. What the fuck you do? Take steroids? I'm just playing, y'all. Andy asks Candace's whack ass mother again a question, Andy, that this bitch ain't gonna admit to. He said, do you think that your behavior is reflective of Candace's behavior? Do you think she gets her behavior from you? And the mother, no, because I don't get upset or angry like that. These motherfuckers, they always feel like they are beyond having any emotions in life. They don't want you to know when they're sad and angry. They try to wear all these fucking masks. That bitch was on that stage telling on herself, honey. And you got the nerve to be a therapist. Bitch, please. They caught Ashley's whack ass on, what is this? Yeah, we about on our last little segment. She talks about yielding her profits, from her marriage with Michael. Oh, I've put in my time. I've put in my work. I'm ready to yield my profits. And then there's this talk of wanting to have a baby. And then you're about to stop drinking. So, you could get pregnant, better and quicker. And then all of a sudden they show you throwing back all these fucking drinks. And this is what I did not understand the whole fucking season with watching the show and hearing people's reviews. This is what I did not get. Candace is watching this girl throw back drinks. And people would get all up in their fucking reviews. Why is she worried about Ashley drinking so much? This bitch keeps saying she wants to get pregnant. And, it was Ashley that came to Candace telling her that maybe she shouldn't, drink so much and it could be messing with her chances of getting pregnant. And I hate that whole thing of where all the girls were kind of on Ashley's side and saying, oh, you can drink and get pregnant and one thing doesn't have to do with the other. Says who? It's not a one-size-fits-all rule. Don't know one thing work for one woman. All women are different. Not Allie. What the fuck I was about to call her. Ashley had fertility issues. So she did have to come correct when she played the game of getting pregnant. That's what the whole thing is. And Candace was calling her ass on that. So the whole season, I just didn't get everybody being upset with her calling this whack ass bitch out. Then they got on that whack ass wig her and her mammy was sharing, cause Ashley gonna lie and say they both got one of those whack ass wigs a piece. No, y'all was sharing that damn wig. Even Andy said, I knew that wig looked similar. Did your mother have on your wig at your baby shower? They talk about Ashley's baby, how none of the castmates have met the baby. Ashley says she pretty much keeps the baby around family. So that's how she is with that. And this heifer sat up there and said she's been going through a depression. For some reason, Ashley normally, and hell, I'm a Cancer. I'm one of the most sensitive signs of the zodiac. I'm hard on the outside and I'm soft on the inside. But when it comes to you, Ashley, I just don't have any empathy for you. I don't feel like you're genuine enough for me to care about. I don't like all that shit she was saying to Candace. What did she call Candace? A hamster face. You ain't shit, bitch. They end up talking about how Michael basically is the representation of who Ashley's father is. A white man. They said that man is older like Michael. He looks a lot like Michael. That's what Monique said. So, hell, I mean, Ashley is sitting up there playing wife and having a daddy-daughter relationship all in one. If she like it, I love it. She's a damn fool, but y'all heard it. Y'all heard her on this show admit to that damn scamming. Y'all heard her. She said, it is time for me to cash in all the fruits of my labor, honey, by having that baby. And she had to have that baby, what? Before that goddamn prenup run out. Well, you go get child support, so shit, you was thinking a check. You was trying to make a few bucks, just like Candace called your ass out on that. They get on Chris, who is Candace's husband, making comments on social media about Ashley's drinking, and he backs up what I was saying. This bitch is the one that came to this show with her storyline of she gonna stop drinking and try to have a baby, and we watch this bitch do the fucking opposite. All of y'all called Candace crazy for calling this bitch out on it. Monique, I don't like you because I feel like you're one of those women where you like to kind of make an example out of everybody. And maybe it'll come up next week because I could really clock you on it on the second part of the reunion. But I feel like this whole season you've been trying to correct Candace, but you don't correct yourself. You've been trying to correct Candace and, oh, she's a little girl. And you the one that said that you was going to drag her and hit her in the head with a bottle. That sounds like the little girl. So, Monique, I'm going to get your ass together next week, girl. They got to discussing Ashley's motherfucking prenup. I really could care either way. I don't even know why they discussed it. Bottom line is, when it come to that bitch wanted a check from Michael. So she busted wide open. She got that permanent check that's going to be hitting her for what? 18 years. She ain't going to be with Michael that long. Nah. Andy, I should hit you in your face. Why the fuck did you want Candace, by the end of this, to apologize to Ashley for doubting the fact that the bitch ever wanted to get pregnant. She could have her opinions about Ashley. She is not wrong to doubt Ashley. Ashley is the one that came with the storyline of, I need to stop drinking. I'm trying to get pregnant. I have to do a little bit more than the average person to get pregnant. That bitch is the one that was throwing them back. So why the fuck should Candace have to apologize? Andy, and you asked her that like 2 or 3 times. Hell no. Fuck that. They got to talking about how Candace had mentioned that she felt like Michael was putting on an act at the rainbow party. Remember, he was doing all that strange crying. I thought it was strange. Normally, you guys, I really do have a lot of empathy for people, but it's something very fraudulent about Michael and Ashley. It just always looks like a storyline that they working on. Now that I look at this whole season of them, a lot of the shit seems concocted. Because right after he did all that crying, he had touched somebody's ass, allegedly. And all that shit went down. That was crazy. And Ashley, you still talking that shit to Candace. Well, you in your mama's house. And then you talking about, oh, I got a penthouse. Candace said, no, your husband's penthouse. That's right. Ashley, you don't have shit unless Michael has it first. Your mother didn't pass down any wealth to you, at least with Candace's situation. Her mother has the money, the title, the equity. She has some really solid backing, whereas you gotta fuck Michael and have his fucking baby to render anything from y'all fucking relationship. Because you didn't bring shit to the table. You didn't bring nothing to the table. It pretty much ends, you guys, with Candace and Ashley going back and forth, and Michael walks in like he's somebody important. He ain't shit. Everybody gets quiet and is so-called scared. I would have been like, Michael ain't shit. He ain't never gonna change. He ain't no good to you with his old ass. I would have been still talking my shiz naive. Ain't that what Scrappy said? I would have been talking my shit, okay? Fuck Michael. Anyways, you guys, I hope you guys enjoy the reunion. I enjoyed it, honey. I kikied. Karen and Candace, them my bitches on this show. Them are my bitches. I love they mouth. I love how Karen kept checking Giselle's ass. I love how Candace was getting motherfucking Ashley together. I can't wait for next week for Candace to get Monique's ass together, because Monique is a little annoying. I think she thinks she's more grown up than Candace, and she really isn't. You know, she puts on a facade, you know, like she's so mature and shit. Girl, bye. But that's all I have to say about that, you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out later.